What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV. So I want to make this video for all those people out there talking about Carl Froch never said that. Anthony Joshua never said he was scared. Here goes something for y'all that this is going to debunk the notion that Anthony Joshua never said he was scared. That Carl Froch never said that Anthony Joshua was scared. He said that he was he had him sweating, yada yada. Well, here's something for you. Listen to this. This is from Anthony Joshua's own mouth.
In boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right? It's like, in boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right? In boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in. Boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right? In boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right? It's like, in boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right? It's like, in boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right? It's like, in 1,000 years, in boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right? It's like, in boxing, you don't plan losing. You know how it goes. In every other sport, you lose, you bounce back.
Is that what scares you?
Yeah, because it's the sport we're in, right?
Okay, so y'all heard it, man. Y'all heard it, right? So that's from Anthony Joshua's own mouth. That's not from Blue Blood Sports TV mouth. That's not from New Media's mouth. That's not even from Carl Froch's mouth. But I told y'all that Carl Froch said he had him sweating. Paraphrasing, he had him nervous. If somebody had me sweating, you paraphrase, that means you got me nervous. Now you heard it from Anthony Joshua's own mouth. Anthony Joshua himself has just come out and said that in an interview that he's scared, and his reason for being scared is in the sport of boxing, right, is different from any other sport, so he's scared to take an L. So there you go. Now you guys heard it from the horse's mouth. No debunking. Now just debunk the notion that Anthony Joshua is not afraid, right? That that Carl Froch never said he was afraid. Carl Froch said that Deontay Wilder have him sweating. He never said he was afraid. Carl Froch said he had him sweating. Never said he was afraid. So I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? If you look at a movie, let's just use a movie. This is how I know who pays attention, who don't. If you watch a movie, and it could be funny movie, it could be drama, it could be whatever. But let's say it's a movie, the Ice Cube movie, I forgot the name of it, but he was gonna meet the other teacher outside and fight the other teacher, right? And the other teacher was looking at the clock and he was sweating, right? And to paraphrase, him sweating mean he was scared, he was nervous, right? He had something, he was fearful, right? So that's why you start sweating, because you get nervous. And another word for being fearful, another word for having you sweating is to be scared. So it's a paraphrase. So I'm cutting the chase and give it to you raw and uncut. Stop trying to run around, do laps around the situation and make up shit because everybody don't want to admit the fact that Anthony Joshua is scared to fight Deontay Wilder. Point blank and period. As a man, his reasoning for being scared to fight Deontay Wilder is that he's fearful to take an L because the sport of boxing is not like any other sport. In football you could take a loss. Hey, listen, as a team you're gonna be hurting, especially as an individual player. Like the dude from the Minnesota Vikings when they played the Saints, when the safety missed the tackle and the Vikings scored on that long Hail Mary at the end of the game. Him individually as a person gonna feel like he caused his team to take that L. But as a team, they took an L. Now they're gonna bounce back next year. It's different. They're not gonna lose their fan base. They're not gonna lose anything. And the sport of boxing, though, if you lose, in the sport of boxing, if you take an L, especially Floyd Mayweather put such an emphasis on having an O. If you take an L, it's huge in the sport of boxing. So that's the bottom line. Anthony Joshua knows Deontay Wilder is a 50-50 fight. He knows it's a possibility that he could take that L, and he's in fear of taking that L because he don't want to lose everything he got. It's like in the Rocky movie, Rocky 3. Remember when he was running on the beach and Apollo Creed was trying to train him, and then he just didn't have it in him, and then his wife went up on him and she pressured him and she said, "Yo, what's the problem?" And he was like, "I'm afraid to lose what I got." That's the situation. Anthony Joshua was afraid to lose what he got. If you don't know, go check out Rocky 3. After he took that first loss to Mr. T, he was training with Apollo. He's running on the beach. His wife came over and was like, "What's the problem?" After Apollo was like, "He ain't got it no more. It's over." And his wife went up to him and said, "Listen, give it to me straight. Let me know what's the problem." And he said, "Listen, I'm afraid." She said, "You ain't afraid of nothing. You never been a quitter." He said, "Listen, I'm afraid to lose what I got." She said, "To lose what? House, cars, money? What? What is it?" So he said, "Everything." You know what I'm saying? As a boxer, that's what it is. And that's the situation that Anthony Joshua facing. He afraid to lose what he got. He know that Deontay Wilder poses a threat. Deontay Wilder could easily clip him one punch and end the fight, and he'll lose what he got. His aura of invincibility, he's afraid the fan base will leave him. All of that, man. But the bottom line is, like I told y'all in the last video, when Carl Froch said that Deontay Wilder had him sweating, that AKA had him scared. I told y'all in the last video, then I got people coming on comment section saying he never said that. Oh, he never said he was afraid. Now you heard it from the horse's mouth itself. Now you heard it from the horse's mouth. Anthony Joshua himself just admitted to being afraid because in the sport of boxing, it's different than any other sport. So that's all I got for y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. It's your boy Blue. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.